Okay, we're gonna create a new starter for baking tonight. So we got the starter here, straight from the fridge. You got filtered water, you got an empty jar, and you got your silicone tools, and then you got a set of scales. So I'm just put it up there. Okay, now I get the starter, get the empty jar. Here we go. I get 20 grams. See, I stir a little bit. I stir it a little bit. Yeah. See. Then I take 20 grams. Oh, maybe start with scale. Might be easier. Okay. So 20 grams of starter from the fridge. 10, 11. Getting closer. It's about 20 grams. It's not too important. I've got 17. Just add a little bit more to be sure, to be sure. Voilà. 23. Yeah, okay. We also need flour. There you go. I'm using rye flour. Okay. Get a spoon and I'll put the scale on 0 and I'm going to put about 30 grams. It's not too important at this stage. The weighing is so 13, 20, 27, yeah, 30. That's cool. All right, we got that. Now I put on 0 again and I put about 25 grams of water because we need to get the right consistency. And sometimes it's exactly 30 grams, sometimes a bit less, sometimes a bit more. Just need to be like toothpaste. So if I move the scale, we don't need the scale anymore. So yeah, see I'm stirring. See the way it is there? That's a bit still too hard. See, you see? Yeah. Okay. Add a bit more water.
So, how is the bread?
Oh, I'm recording.
Ready enough?
I'm recording.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. So I'm stirring here.
Good.
Hmm? Okay. See, still a bit firm. See, lumpy. A little bit of water. Stirring. Okay, you hear the sound? Yep, that sounds about right. See? If you see it. See how it is? It's solid but not too solid. See? Get a big lump. See? There you go. Alright. So I'm going to clean the jar a little bit on the side. It's not important, but so you can see if it doubled or not. Okay. Well, there we go. Now I don't do it anymore, but for you, I recommend you put a little. Oh, where is it? I'll get the camera off the thing. See? So, see, I put a little rubber band so you know about which level it is, see? And then you'll know when it's doubled. Okay? All right. Now, I put the lid on. But just simply, I just put it on. See, I don't tie it. I just put it on. That's it. And then we're gonna go to the mat, and we're going to set it on 33 degrees for 4 hours. Okay. Pin, very important to put on the mat. Starter, a towel, nice, and plug in the okay. Started. I go to this side, 30 on 33, and I go to this side, 20 hour, 4 hours. That's it. Ready to rock. That's your starter. See, let's keep chasing. Keep chasing. See, and Jorge is faking. Voila. Okay, now the starter is going, so ready for in 4 hours. Now we're gonna feed the starter that we just got from the fridge. So you can see there's 289 grams. The starter, the jar is about 215. So I only want about 60, 70 grams in there. So it's a bit too much, 60. So I'm going to throw some away. Okay. So you can put either in the bin or in the sink, whichever you prefer. See now, good. So now just feed it a little bit. Don't need much. So put that here. I'll just put maybe 20 grams, not even that. 10 grams. Yeah, that's 9, 10. Okay, 10 grams. A bit more? 10. Okay, 10 it is. It's not very important. It's just to keep it a bit active because that's all it needs. So it'll be good for another week now. So I stir it. I get rid of the scale. See? I make sure it's no dry bits in there. Let's check. Yeah, a little bit of water. It doesn't need much because it was still a bit wet. Just a little bit. And listen for the noise. You hear? That's a good sign. See? There you go. Done. Then I clean the jar a little bit. See? Just rubbing the side. It doesn't have to be super clean. It's not important. Because this one goes straight in the fridge. So if you leave it outside, then it might go moldy. But not in the fridge. So now take that off. Where is it? Okay. All right. See? So this one, I tighten the lid, but doesn't have to be much. I just close it normally. See that gently. And its name is Prima Volta, means first time in Italian. That was my first starter. So it goes in the fridge, and you can stay there for a week, just like that. See this? Your sister called Primavera. See? And you see, there's not too much in there. Just I like to add 2 to be safe. There's 2 more, but they're gluten free. I'm working with gluten free as well. So that's oaties. It's made from oat flour, and this one is Jeff, which is made from wheat. That's it for today. Okay, we're gonna mix the flour and the water for the otolis. I've got a scale here, make sure it's on 0. I got the pan for the bread machine, and the flour, so it's lauki rice. It's always 600-gram bags, and then this one looks 609, but that's not an issue. Okay, so now remove that. The machine on 0. Put the container on the scale. I always pour the water in a container. That way, if I put too much, I can always pour it out. 350, 412, a bit too much, so I'll just pour it out. 370. 400. Okay. So there go. I pour the water in there. And then I've just put it in a machine. Let's see. See here, it's the machine. I set it on dough setting and start. It'll take about 5 or 6 minutes to get all together. You'll see what I mean. We all like a nice dough. All right. Okay, I'm gonna check if the starter is good. Yeah, this got bubbles, double. This one I got 30 up. That's the advantage of having a heat mat. It's constant. 4 hours later, bang, ready. So I'll put that back on the clip. Okay, done. So, with the starter, you can you see the bubbles? See the bubbles there? See the bubbles? Yeah, it's ready to rock. All right, so now get everything up to the machine. Start the scale. That's on there. Getting the salt and the oil. So first you put the starter. Doesn't matter which order you put it in. Okay, so I need 60 grams. About 60 grams. So 37, 60, 66, close enough. All right, now 10 grams of oil. There you go. And then 6 grams of salt. Okay, and I put it back in the machine. There you go. See, it's back in the machine. It's set on 8. Start. So 8 is the dough setting. And now I'm gonna let it play for 15 minutes. That's it. Nothing to do. Okay, so that's the dough there working nice. It sticks to the side a little bit. So sometimes if you want you can unstick it a little. Don't drop the spoon in the dish. See how it does, that's fine. It doesn't matter, it just still works. See? There you go. So it's been 15 minutes. So I'm stopping the machine now. And we're done with the bread machine. So now I'm going to take it out. There you go. Okay. So now just drop the dough in your dish.
That's one of your bread.
Yeah. See, there you go. See, there's a little bit left, but not much inside. Where is it? You see it? Yeah. So I'll just scrape a little bit what's left. There you go. See? Let it wash. This one I'm just going to put some Glad wrap on it. And just leave it for about minutes. Relax. And I make the blood drop a little bit longer because my dish is a bit longer. So I can use one blood drop for the whole transaction. There you go. Oh, there you go. Finished. Okay, so we're gonna weigh the fruits now. So you got mixed fruit, sunbeam, that's what I use. Natural seed mix from macro, cinnamon, ginger, and some blueberries from Earth Bounty. But you can do your own mix, you know, you can experiment, it's fine. All right, I'm just mixing them all together. All right, so same with the scales. You need bowl, zero. I use 40 grams of natural seed. Like I said, you can experiment whatever you like. Your little baby. Okay? I'd recommend to use my ingredients to start with, but it's not a must. So, 150 grams of mixed fruits. So, then we got 20 grams of blueberries. Yeah. And then the ginger and the cinnamon, I put a little, I'll show you, a little bit. I use a knife. With a knife, yeah. So I'll put, show you, that much on a knife. See? They say that if you use too much, it might kill the starter, but I don't know how much too much is. And the same with the cinnamon. See about that on a knife? I'll stir it a bit. There you go. And it's done. Scale away. Okay, now to filling it. I'm going to pour the fruit on the dough. There you go. Now, I just push them in. That's the easiest way for me to get the dough to stick. See? And they stick to the dough. There you go. So push on the side. There you go. Yeah. See? And then I wet my hand a little bit. That's the first fold we do it. It should stick to your hand, but not too much. See how I push the fruits? See, and one stage, and stick. There you go. See? See, it's coming off. And now I fold it this way. See? And every time I wet my hand. Like that. You see how the fruits are disappearing? They'll reappear eventually at some stage. See? There you go. Wash my hands. Keep wetting them, you see? Oh, yeah. Oh, sit it like that and push it down. Okay? Oh, this way. See, I push it, I grab, and fold. Grab, see, and see that here the fruits are breaking through. See, that's okay. It's not an issue at all. It won't affect your bread. And I'll do one more time. And we're done with the first fold. Okay, done. I've got another bread on the way as well. I'm going to show you the more traditional way to fold. So stretch and fold. They grab the corner and bring it here. If you feel more comfortable doing, you can as well. And you see how I pull? You grab the corner. That's another way of doing it. See? It's whatever suits you. See this one? I feel more comfortable the other way. That's more traditional, you see? So you bring it down. See? Okay? That's another way of doing it. You can see online stretch and fold. They can show you. See how it goes into a ball? I prefer to do it this way. Up, like that. See, push. Down. See if you can see better. Oh, that's dirty hands. I can't grab the phone. See it? Fold it over. See? See that? And then over. There you go. That's my favorite way of doing it. And you get a beautiful dough. So this one is just regular rye, no fruits. See? You see how beautiful the dough is? There you go. Done. And I cover it, and we're done. For the first fold as well for this one. Okay, we're getting to the last stretch and fold. So in total, I do 4 of them. See how I unstick the dough, and then fold. The stretching, see, and fold. It will break. See, it's alright. But either way is a good way. You can stretch and fold traditional or use my way. It doesn't matter. Whatever you works best for you. The result is the same. Okay, now one more, and that's enough. Get some flour. So for the flour, I use the rye flour as well. It's nice and simple. I also have one of those which will need to shape the dough. I'll do that now. You can see, I put a bit of flour on the bench, get the dough out, put it in there. And like I said, if there's holes in your dough, it doesn't make any problem. Not a problem. So then I put flour on top. There you go. See? Flour one side, flour the other side. And then fold this part, fold this part, and then roll it. And then I use the scraper there. You can buy expensive one in stores, or you can buy one at Bunnings. This one is for paint or something like that. and then the edge were too sharp, so I cut them. And then that's it. I think it was about $2.50. But whatever works. So if you see what I'm doing, I'm pushing my finger underneath and this one underneath. See? Let's tighten this dough. So push under, and I do that at the same time. See? And if it sticks a bit, then a bit more flour on the hand. See like that? Okay, almost ready. I should have put the paper in the container. But you can do that afterwards. See, so at the end, I just push like that. See, to make it a bit oblong. There you go. That's good like that. The dish container I use is this one. It's a plastic container, cheap. No, it doesn't have to be expensive. It's only for shape. So I bought that one that came out, and it's a 2.6 liter container because the dough is 1.2 kilo. So to double, you got a 2.6 liter, perfect size. Yeah. And see the paper, if you try to put it flat like that, it's going to be hard. So just crunch it. And then that's a nice fit. So you can see here. See how it goes? Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I take the dough and put it in the dish. There you go. See? There you go. So it doesn't touch the side. See? And by tomorrow morning, it will have filled up the container. There you go. Put the bed wrap back on top, and that's going to go into on top of the heat mat. I wash my hands and I come back. Okay, hands are clean or almost. All right, let's take it. I take my phone, and here we go. So, heat mat with bath towel, shampoo. Put that underneath. Cover with the bath towel. You see, this is the pin that check the temperature. So it's got to be under the towel, otherwise it's going to be too hot. It's going to burn the heat temperature. So it's underneath, next to the dough, and to the jump on top. And then we're going to start so it's put on 33, so it's on 33 that's first. And the time is 4, 5, 6, 8. That's it. So it's a check, 25 degrees and 8 hours. Perfect. That's it. We'll be back in 8 hours. Have a good sleep. Hello, puppies. We're gonna bake the bread now. Okay. Huh? Bake the bread. Okay. All right. That was the puppies. Now let's get into it. So I've got some baking trays. You can use baking trays. You can use pizza trays. It's fine as well. I've got 2 rings made of olive foil. There you go. So about the size of the or the length of the trays of the. Okay. weather. I'm still asleep. That's all right. So let's have a look at the bread now. It's been 8 hours. So let's move the jumper, move the down. See? Oh yeah, it's ready to rock. See? And this one as well. See? Turn off the temperature. Alright, so breads are ready to go. That's what I mean by the length. Alright, put it there. Alright, here we go. So you can see the ring. The olive oil is by the size of the dish. It's a bit wider because it's going to spread. Same with the other bread as well. Right, now let's get one organized. Okay. Alright, now this one. So I grab the four corners. Oh no, first I remove the glad wrap. Then grab the four corners. There you go. So what I do, I bring down a bit of the paper so it doesn't touch the element in the oven. Alright, so now get the knife, just a regular kitchen knife, and then I do a cross. So you can have a look. And it doesn't have to be too deep, it's about maybe a centimeter maximum. It's not too important. So I made a cross, and you see, I don't know if you can see, but it's gonna drop a little bit. And I put that in the oven. I'll show you the other one as well, because that's a plain wrap. You have an idea as well. The same, remove the bad wrap. There we go. Then I grab the four corners. There you go. And you see how the dough is spread? I'll show you. You compare the container and the dough. See, it spreads like a little baby. Nice. Now, same I cut it, and you see that the rise a bit. See, and I change. I do like that. See, I tap. I do little dents. You see, the fruit one is more a bit firmer, but this one is quite elastic. It's sticky a bit, so we just see. And put it in the oven as well. Okay. So, puppies are still watching. Still watching? Okay. Now, this is in the oven. So the oven is off at the moment. I just turn it on, just a light. You can see this one is a bit more wobbly. And this one is firm. You see, it doesn't go home much. And this one is warm. Okay. Now, I put it there. I put the oven on 200. So you notice that the oven was cold. Nice and easy. See, ready to go. And I put the timer for 43 or 45 minutes. Okay. All right. Okay, it's been 43 to 45 minutes. Turn off the oven. See, there it is. No burning fingers. I got this is the rye bread. Yeah. And then we get the fruit and seed one. There you go. See? Voila. Turn off the oven completely. Okay, so there it is. So the rye is already a bit darker. You can see. So what I do, I put them on the, not ready yet. I get a rack, put them on. Then put down. Being friendly. Okay. All right. So that's a rack. Two corners and two corners. Voila. Ready for sourdough, ready. You can cool down for a few hours and then ready. So I put that there. And just one last step here. If you can see, that's upside down. Look at that. Okay, there it is. So when you make sourdough, it can be one person doing it, or it can be several people. See, so some people can do the starter, someone can do the autolyse, someone mixing the ingredients and dough, and someone bake. So I sometimes have one of my tenants who get the starter ready because I won't be home at that time at 4 p.m. And then I can still bake at 8. Or, yeah, I can, sorry, mix everything at 8 o'clock, even if I get home at 6, because it started at 4. So you can work as a team as well. All right, that's it for the sourdough. Good luck. Contact me if you have issues.